You're an existing practice and appointments aren't full, or you've added new chairs. How do you actually get new patients in? Hi, Richard from Bright Dental Marketing here. There's probably two things I think you need to be focusing on. One, have clarity on the ROI on your advertising. So if you know that Google Ads is working for you, and you've got a really direct measurement of that, and we know I'm spending this much on Google Ads, I added this many new patients, then you should be more comfortable to spend more. Now, the only reason I know that dentists and our clients don't want to spend more is because they haven't had that clarity previously on, is this working? Is this actually working? Is it delivering numbers for me? Because we know if you can spend $1 and get $2 back, it makes sense, right? So number one is get your tracking and your ROI down pat and be really clear, and then what's holding you back from spending more on advertising if it's growing the business. So that's probably the first thing. The second thing for growing a practice is, what am I doing in my social channels? When I'm talking about social channels, primarily we're talking about Facebook and Instagram to start with. Get the basics right. And that is, are you active in your Facebook and your Instagram? You're already posting, you're already doing feedback on comments. But the second component of social is, are you using those channels effectively for advertising? Because Facebook and Instagram are how you get in front of those other 50 to 60% of patients that aren't actively searching for you. Because you've got to bear in mind, in Google, you're only getting the people who are typing in dentist near me, dentist Sydney, dentist Melbourne. So you're only getting in front of those people who are in the mindset. There's a saying in dentistry, it's the devil you know and the devil you don't. And patients will stick with their existing dentist even if they're not super happy. And there's surveys that show this, that actually the process of finding a new dentist and getting to the first appointment is actually quite uncomfortable for people. So the people who are actually searching are generally, it's either they've got pain right now, they've moved into the area, or there's some other trigger for them. And that's not a big proportion of people in your local area marketplace. In fact, most of the people in the marketplace who aren't actually actively searching for a dentist and may not have a strong existing relationship with their current dentist are the people who are procrastinators. And they're people who literally just are too busy. They procrastinate for other reasons, and so they don't have a strong relationship with the dentist. And you have the opportunity to pull those people into your practice even though they're not right now in the mind of going, I need a dentist. And that's where Facebook and Instagram and the advertising in those platforms allow you to get in front of those kinds of people with messaging that you can't really do in Google. And the kind of messaging is it been 12 months since you've had a dental checkup? You can be causing serious problems, and it's going to cost you a lot more later down the track, or it's going to be more painful later down the track if you don't have your regular checkups. So you can have much more complex messaging and imagery that helps people feel more comfortable with your practice. So the imagery of the dentists and the support staff and the cleanliness of the facilities, all that's important and can be conveyed in Facebook and Instagram in a way that can't happen in Google Ads. So let me just reiterate those two. If you want to grow your practice and you want to have new patients, one is make sure that you're tracking your return on investment and that you feel comfortable to spend more because you know it's coming back with new patients and practice growth. And the second is, what are you doing in advertising in alternative platforms from Google? Because you are in Google and all your local competitors are in Google, but I can bet you that 60-70% of your competitors aren't in Facebook and Instagram. So you've got blue ocean, as they say, to be talking to potential patients in those platforms. If you'd like some help developing a strategy for practice growth, I'm happy to have a chat with you and go through a strategy call, do an audit on your practice marketing, and see if we can work together.